Welcome to a vacation edition of Our Cloud in Brooklyn Loves Big Brother. We will be diving into our vacation in future episodes, but right now we are hopping straight onto Ava's magic carpet hammock into her HOH for week 5 of... That was my little ladybug. Thanks, girly girl. Oh my gosh, as Julie Chen said, week 5, Ava Pearl is the top girl. She really came to play. She played nobody's game but her own. She was not afraid, and I love her for it. She came for the melting pot, not afraid of the target that I was gonna put on her back. And honestly, like, did it put a target on her back? I don't know. Ava's one of those people that she can do just about anything, and I think people would be like, that's just Ava for you. I don't know that this week is going to come back to bite her. She knows what side of the house she's on. She's very confident in her alliances. With that maybe like minor hiccup there for a minute where she was thinking about Ashley, and Ashley is definitely a number for her. But just a moment of appreciation for Ava not evicting one of her allies. Finally somebody came around and remembered, oh, I need allies in the game so I can potentially win or at least move forward. She didn't vote out a number for herself. Go Ava. That's what an HOH is supposed to do. So pumped for her. She puts up Keanu, of course, Vinny the Lip, whatever his last name is, and Zach, Crying Ron Zach. I love him. I love to joke on him. Zach, Crying Ron Zach. Congratulations to Kelly for finally skipping the block on week 5. She laid low. She broke her streak. You earned it, girl. Belated birthday gift from Ava. Happy birthday to you, Kelly. One of my favorite parts was when Keanu goes to talk to Ava. And hold on. This is Ava. You take yourself off? You take yourself off. And really, Keanu impressed me this week. I finally see it, watching him for the 4th week in a row fight for himself to come off of the block in the most calm, cool, collected manner. That dude is slow and steady. Like, he cannot be shook. I am low-key impressed with him. I still don't love the loud, wild gameplay, but watching someone with that laser focus take himself off 4 weeks in a row is not a small thing. So like, in the vibes of Ava, I'm watching you, Keanu. I like what I see. Capiche? He's not my favorite. But hey, we knew this was going to be a shifty season. I can shift too. And that kind of gameplay is really, really dangerous because he knows when it is time to play. But can he win an HOH? We shall see. Can he only win when his back is against the wall? I don't know. Maybe I want to see an HOH from Keanu soon just to see how he would shake things up. I don't know. The melting pot. We've got Vinny the Lip. We've got Crying Ron Zach. And we've got Morgan as a potential renom. We may need a moment for Mickey. Something happened to Mickey during her HOH. I still think she does not recognize how poor of a move she made for herself. And I think that she just somehow convinced the whole house to just be on her side. Jimmy was the bad choice for her, but it gave her this confidence that she still got Jimmy out. And it is totally misplaced because she's now alienating herself from the very people that she's aligned with. She already alienated herself by putting their ally up in the first place. And then of course they had no choice but to vote Jimmy out. It was just gonna happen. And now, in the words of Ashley, it's called Big Brother, not Big Dictatorship. Mickey is in trouble, and I am so sorry to that girl. She shouldn't be in trouble. She really needs to get herself together. I don't think that she will. I think she thinks she is aligned with the melting pot in a way that she is not aligned with the melting pot. The melting pot does not care about her. Morgan is playing her. Vinny never cared about her, and Zach definitely did not care about her, okay? So we get to the veto, and Catherine, okay, Catherine, her going to Ava and saying, hey, maybe this is a potential choice if I were to use this. And I love Ava like beating around the block, which is smart because sometimes you got to be careful when you don't know who you're aligned with. Like, do you throw that name out and it potentially be used against you? She obviously didn't trust Catherine. But I loved Rachel planting Rachel's seeds because Morgan was a little messy going to Rachel. Morgan's trying to do the same thing that Vinny's doing, just like really, really badly. And picking the wrong people. And that little slip of I want to see you in jury to Rachel. Yikes. Yikes, Morgan. Morgan's in big trouble and she knew it. So the fact that they dangled that renom, and this is coming from a person who has loved Morgan and Mickey from week one. They were my favorite girl power duo. I wanted to see them go to the end. And now I'm like, girls, the girls are fighting. Why? What are we doing here? They messed it up. But this season has been so crazy shifty. Oh my gosh. So I was really rooting for Catherine. I wanted to see Catherine take off her life vest, hop out of the pool, and take control of the game. I want to see her do something, even if it's at the expense of one of my initial faves, Morgan. And she let me down. I really thought we were going to finally pull off the first back door of the season. I was so excited for it. I was like, this is it. Catherine told Lauren during her HOH, don't play scared. Yeah, she played scared. Luckily for Ava, though, she had 3 huge targets, so it really didn't matter. And did she really need the extra blood on her hands? No. I do think Morgan would have been the person to go home had she been the renom, but lo and behold, Catherine plays scared. She doesn't use the power of veto. Zach not using his buyback. First of all, I totally forgot about it, but then he doesn't use the buyback. The only time I have gotten goosebumps this season, though, was Zach sitting down with Morgan, telling her that the reason he didn't use the buyback was to protect her from going on the block. Like, listen, I remember his name. This is the first week I really remembered his name. I was like, do I love Zach? What is this? What is this? I can't believe that didn't work. I thought he had it. I thought Morgan was about to go to bat for Zach. Luckily, Morgan is smarter than that. She did make probably the right choice for her game. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know how committed Vinny is to her because Vinny has shifted. I mean, he was final 2 with Kelly there in the beginning, and now he's, does he have a final 2 with Morgan? That I'm not totally sure. We can fact check me on that one. But for the moment, Vinny is her closest ally, so she did make the right choice, but I don't know, that would have worked on me. Zach knew what he was doing. That was masterful gameplay, like masterclass in holding on information until the very moment that it benefits you. Wow. Go Zach. Go Zach. I do wish it would have worked out for him just because I was so impressed with that particular moment. I had goosebumps the whole time. I kind of have goosebumps talking about it right now. But of course, Morgan ultimately sides with Vinny, and I cannot believe that Vinny stayed. I'm super curious about what made the house ultimately save Vinny over Zach. But I wonder if it's just because Zach was playing such an easy, low-key, likable game. And I don't know if anybody's watched, but I did catch one episode, I think it was last week's episode of the BB Unlocked with Derek and Taylor, and Derek had Zach as his #1 guy, and the house saw through it, and I do think that they made a good choice. I think either Vinny or Zach would have been a great choice, but Zach was so low-key that he was kind of just like brazen to the end, and Vinny was really gonna have to fight for it, and he's gonna continue to fight for it. And I think that Vinny and Morgan, if they don't get an HOH win, are in humongous trouble. You've got Rachel coming for Morgan, you've got Catherine coming for Morgan, you've got Ava wanting to come for Morgan, you've got Mickey throwing Morgan under the bus, even though she's like planting the seed in Ava's head, and then be like, oh wait, I didn't want her to like actually be in trouble, but like, Mickey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, Mickey, what are you doing? If Catherine is coming for Morgan, Riley may be coming for Morgan. I don't know, guys. I'm so pumped for next week. I really want to see, I'm a little scared to say this because Ava may be in trouble, but I'd love to see a Keanu HOH. I'd love to see a Rachel HOH. I feel like we still have not gotten the best of Rachel. And like, by the way, where was Rachel most of this episode? Outside of the Morgan and Rachel tussle, that Morgan just basically walked into a pile of bullshit with her. Like, oh my gosh, the slip of I want to see you in jury, Rachel. Eee, that had me in a chokehold. Yikes, Morgan. Ugh. Good luck to you, my friend. What a week. Congrats to Ava. Congrats to Vinny the Egg. Him in that egg suit, and especially during eviction, him hiding in the egg suit. Honestly, I also want to hide in that egg suit most of the time as an introvert. So good for him. I cannot wait to see what happens in week 6. Next week you can catch week 6 recap back on our cloud in Brooklyn post vacay. We will have some vacay videos up soon. Like, comment, subscribe, give us a friendly hug, send us a little shout out, and give me your best Ava impression. And when in doubt, swing around in a hammock or swing on that melting pot like Ava. Bye.